Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday Night's Apocalypse. Thank you for joining us tonight at our new time for some Dungeons and Dragons. We are excited to get going. You'll notice we still don't have Barry here today. Hopefully he will be here by next session, but he's still having some computer issues. So we hope to see you soon, Barry. You just watched our promo video with all the shows that we've got going on, past, present, and future. You can check out a full schedule of all the shows that we have running on the channel right now below our faces on Twitch. If you scroll down, if you're watching this sometime in the future on YouTube, head over our Twitch page and see whatever else we've got going on at the time. Our next stream after this one will be tomorrow. That's Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern time. That will be Slang 101. It's Monster of the Week. Savannah runs that, so come and hang out with us doing that. The only thing that's out of the ordinary this week as part of our apart from our normal schedules is going to be on Tuesday. Because of internet issues and computer issues and stuff, we're still going to be doing another one shot in place of Eos this week, and I'm going to be running it this time. We're going to be playing Overarms, which is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure / Persona inspired fighting game. It's gonna be fun. It's a role-playing game, and it's gonna be the Eos cast. I'm be running it. It's gonna be wild. It's currently on Kickstarter right now if you want to check it out. Called Overarms, 2 words, spelled like it sounds, and it's made by Rookie Jet Studios, and writers Corey Burns. He's a cool guy. Talked to him briefly the other day. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, the other thing as far as our schedule, so this is our new time. We're going to be starting at 7 o'clock Eastern from this point forward. We're also going to be going bi-weekly, so we won't have a game next Saturday. Instead, we'll be picking back up on the 26th, so you can take next Saturday off. So we might go a little bit longer for our sessions going forward, just to cover as much ground as we can, but we will see how that goes, see how things go today. Does anyone have anything they want to promote real quick?
I'm on other channels that aren't
yes,
here.
You are.
I'm here all the time, but on Friday afternoons for the next 2 weeks, because we're almost done already, I'm going to be on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay, running an Apocalypse World game called Diesel Punks. You can watch it before Neon Souls. And then on Monday nights when this channel is dark, I'm on twitch.tv/Cobalt Press. That's 8 o'clock Eastern time, playing in a campaign called Lessons in Deep Magic, and we're using their new Deep Magic supplement, a lot of the spells from which we're also using in this game as well. So if you're interested in those and the new subclasses and stuff, come hang out with me on Monday night. I play a hippie cleric who's in love with the moon. That's it.
Awesome. Anyone else? No? Okay. Well, let's get back into the game. Last time on Saturday Night's Apocalypse, your crew, the Whiskey Delegation, aliens. You learned about aliens. You were dealing with the air cult, or the Feathergale Society, as they call themselves, helping to clear out their enemies, the Black Earth cultists, and their zombie hordes. You had successfully defeated Dr. Radical Jim, the zombie version of Dr. Radical Jim. You met the leader of the Black Earth, a Medusa by the name of Marlos. You decided not to fight them, instead of leaving them to their own devices. You made your way back to the Feathergale Keep to learn that they had completed whatever experiment they were and had opened up a rift in the sky and space and time above the tower, and a flying saucer came hovering through, much to your dismay. You made it up to the top of the tower at the same time as the creatures, these aliens, They're mind flayers. We've already gone through this. You guys have seen them. They're mind flayers. The aliens came down from the tower, or from the saucer, and began to parlay with the Queen Erisy. She offered them the source of her cult's power here in the valley, some sort of rift or node or portal, dealing with the plane of air. In exchange, they would be given the technology they need to leave this shitty planet. You decided to follow Erisy and the mind flayer that was escorting, or that she was escorting, back to the secret base of the air cult, an underground chasm within the Sighing Valley. You followed them for miles and miles and miles underneath the earth until you came to an old dwarven temple buried underneath the hills. You fought some Kenku that were guarding the gates. You disrupted a band practice, and then you negotiated with a wyvern rider who is protecting this pyramid at the center of this forgotten dwarven the section of this forgotten dwarven city. You finally made your way inside of this pyramid and found a number of these cultists that were deep in meditation. Your warlock friend Vivian cast a spell which captured the majority of the cultists in a watery prison, one of them making their save, and that is where we are picking up here today. So you are in this this pyramid. There are a series of these 10 pillars that uphold the higher level of this pyramid, 2 flights of stairs going up. You guys are at the stone doors that are the entrance, and at the center of the room there's about a 10-ish foot pit with just this breeze coming up from it, this perpetual breeze, and currently you have imprisoned 5, 6 of these air cultists who are all in the water here. And given the current situation, we're going to start by rolling for initiative, because I don't know how you guys could talk your way out of this situation unless anybody has anything immediately they want to do to try to diffuse whatever's going on.
Well, I don't know about diffusing, but they're all in a convenient little square. And if I had the chance, unless I need to roll initiative to get it done, I would love to cast Moonbeam.
So I'm going to give you guys a surprise round over them, because you have caught them by surprise here. So what we will do is roll for initiative, and then you can do your Moonbeam when your turn in the surprise round comes up, because I don't know how many of you are going to have stuff to do. So just to clarify, the water did not initially harm them. I know you can do more things with it to potentially harm them later. Okay. Cool. Let me get some hype music. And...
I rolled a 1. I'm so mad.
Still get to go before them.
Yeah, you still get to go before them, even with your 1. You'll just go far after them once they get, if they get a turn. So I've got a lot of people to pull up. Initiate.
So here's a question. At the start of my next turn, I get to do the action, and then the like the riptide basically disappears. So would it would disappear before like a lot of like our party gets to go?
So it gets to, so at the start of your next turn it disappears, or at the start of the next turn you
Yeah,
do
so
something?
So at the start of the next turn I like choose the action and then it disappears.
Okay. So here's what will happen. That was your action in the surprise round. Casting
cool.
that spell. Everyone else will get to go. Then we'll go back to the normal initiative order, and you'll get to do your thing whenever your turn will normally get around. If you have anything, because that was your action to cast a spell, right?
Yeah.
If you had anything you wanted to do as your bonus action, or your movement or stuff, you can do that in your turn. But I'm going to count that as your turn's action for the surprise round.
Sounds good.
Okay. But the spell will not end on your your turn this go around. So got a lot of sheets up. Hurricane. Okay. Initiative for that one. I'm gonna roll initiative for all these people, and none of them are gonna make it to the next round, but we'll see. All right, and then they're all on the same turn. Cool. I rolled an 8, 9, and a 10 for initiative, so that's convenient for me. Why didn't one of those go up on the tracker? Because I clicked the same thing twice. All right. I'm gonna adjust them. Cool. All right. So first up is going to be Thea in the surprise round.
Okay. It'd be super cool if my character sheet would load, but it's not.
Oh, no.
But I would very much like to stab someone.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because they're surprised? I don't know how this works.
No, you
thing?
get advantage if you're hidden. You don't get advantage because you're surprised. Because they're surprised.
That was sneaking. I don't remember.
But I think you get sneak attack if they're surprised. I don't.
It's not on the sneak attack rules. That's why I was asking.
No, it's okay. No, you don't. You can try to hide and then shoot them or do something else, but you probably won't be able to run up on them and stab them with surprise this
that's
go around.
okay. That's fine. Then can I try to hide behind like a pillar?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
It's like there are rules to this game.
Sometimes.
I think I would learn them. It's like a million. Well, 26.
Okay. You come ducking amidst the chaos. You come ducking in. You hide behind one of the pillars. Take out your bow to shoot one of them. Which one do you want to shoot? Can you just ping for me on the?
Well, what's going on? Which one?
This guy's the only one that's
closest to
not
the
in the.
node?
Yeah, he's the only one that's not in the water.
Is it just like a dude?
They're all just.
They're all just dudes.
They're all
Okay.
just people. They're not.
There's
Well,
not
they're,
like anything
they're all
real
not all
scary in
dudes, but they
Okay.
are all people. Yeah.
You know what I meant. Yeah. Let me get that fool that's over there by himself.
Okay. Yeah,
So I
all of the ones clustered over there in the water.
Okay, that is a 27.
Hits.
Yay. The sharp round. 6. Okay. That's 18 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm just
That very
gonna
much hurts.
stay behind this pillar.
Okay. All right. Arrow sinks into that one as they are shunted from the water prison over there. They're damp, but they're okay, and then they get shot with an arrow, so they're less okay. Jazz, it's your turn.
Alright, gonna start with a bonus action because everyone except Thea should have the 13 temp HP because I buffed us with the protector. We're gonna try and get within 10 feet of Thea without giving away. Well, no, she hid then shots. They know where she is, so get close.
Yeah.
10 feet. Bonus action. You get temp HP. You get 7. It's something.
That is something.
And then going to attempt to Eldritch Blast the person out on their own.
Okay.
That is, I should know what my attack modifier is. That is 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And this is through the arcane firearms, so an extra d8 of cold damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's 21 cold damage.
They're dead. the you blast them. I think this is what happens. So they get shot with the air and they kind of back up, taking a few steps. Their momentum is carrying them away from where they've been thrown from the water. And as they're falling backwards, they get shot. They spin around, and then you blast them again with the Eldritch Blast to kind of crystallize in this cold booze over their body, and then they go tumbling into this pit in the center of the room, and you watch as they fall into the pit. They're already dead, but they fall very slow as they're falling through. Like the wind carries them up enough to slow their fall, and they just like slowly are hovering down into the light below.
Not enough that
and
it's
they're-
like an indoor skydiving thing and there's just a corpse popping.
Not
my
enough.
God. That's what I was thinking.
No, not that much, but it's enough to offset that. You imagine if you jumped in that pit, you probably wouldn't take any damage on the fall down.
No?
Anything else?
No, that was action, bonus action. Yeah, just gonna point the arcane firearm menacingly at the people in the water.
Okay. All right. All of them are panicked. Vivian, so it is your turn. You've cast the spell. Anything you want to do with your bonus action or movement?
Always. Why not? This person up front who looks different. I'm just going to cast Hobble on them with my bonus action.
I do.
That's a,
They
that's a
look
di-
different, so I want to target them.
No. The token's different.
I know.
They look
I know.
special. So they need a dex save or their speed is halved.
All right. Dex save from that one. I can delete the sheet because they're not on anymore. That is a 9. So their speed is halved.
Wonderful. That's all for me.
Okay. That one is dead. These ones are surprised. Nyona, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm casting Moonbeam.
Okay.
Right in the middle so I can get all of them.
Oh boy. Okay. Moonbeam. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's a con save for
con
them.
save.
And I need...
It's a 13.
Actually, I'm just gonna use this. Okay. Ugh. Well, they're not taking a whole lot of damage, but still. I didn't have my right dice out.
Okay. The one that's different from the others fails the save. The others take they succeed on the save as a group. So they will take half damage, which is still like a third of their health. So they're not looking good.
Oh boy. Okay, well that's all for me.
Okay. All right. That will end your turn. Shellac.
Well, I'm gonna do the moon. I'm gonna do some radiant sunbeams at the. I guess they're a caster. I guess. I don't want to say they're different, but I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
But I'm gonna shoot some.
We'll just say the
Right.
robed one.
The robed one. All right, that's 13.
That was with advantage. They are restrained right now, so you do have advantage on your
Oh,
attacks.
I didn't do that, so I'll just roll it again.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, we'll take the 13.
13 works. Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 8 radiant.
Okay.
And I'll do it again.
Okay.
That's a 22.
All right. Still roll with advantage in case you get the crit.
Oh.
But
Yeah. Keep forgetting that. Well, that's a 25. So
okay. So 10 points of radiant on that one.
yeah.
All right. Anything else? Your bonus.
And then I think as God, I'm trying to remember. No, that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. Thea, we're back to you.
Cool. Are they still restrained? The ones in the water?
Yeah, until Vivian's next turn.
Oh, great. I really want to run up there and I'm gonna run up there and stab the one in the front.
Okay.
Because I'll get advantage.
Do it. Okay. You go running up.
Yeah.
And stab.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. That'll hit.
I don't have enough dice for this.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yes, I do. I have 2 more. That's 32 slashing damage.
All right. So this one's also dead. You come running up, and they're just like scrambling. They're in this water trying to get out, and you just like shank, and their body
Yeah.
just goes limp as these piñatas in the water here. These helpless people that you have ambushed during their morning prayers are dying one at a time. Okay, this he's dead though.
Can I offhand stab one of the other ones
Sure, you go around to the other side and stab one of the other
with
ones.
a dagger? Oh, it's not as good. It's a dirty 20.
I mean, that hits.
It's 1.
1 damage?
Yeah, this is a dagger.
Okay. That's right, you don't have the...
I don't have dual
modifier on the
wielder,
second
yeah.
one. Right.
Not
All right.
yet. Gonna.
You kind of poke him a bit.
You never know. Maybe he was like, maybe he was really sick and just had 1 hit point left. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay, that's Thea's turn. Jazz.
I think gonna step up next to the hole, just kind of look down, and is it possible to see down to the bottom, or what can I make out?
That's a good question. I don't believe you can see down to the bottom. You're seeing that body kind of slowly descending out of sight. But from your vantage point, no. Yeah, you can't see down to the bottom. It's too far.
Okay. Then I think just gonna pick another one of the poor pinatas and hit them with some very cold whiskey.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 points of cold damage.
And that one's dead. Yeah, hits him in the water and freezes in spot. Just starts floating to the top like an ice cube. Okay.
Gonna step a little closer, get within 10 feet of Thea, and try and bonus action give her some more temp HP.
Okay.
That's much better. You have 12 now.
Alrighty. Vivian, that is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to direct the current, and I'm going to do the riptide option. So the current basically flows in a direction I choose. So I'm just gonna, I'll just go north.
Okay.
So they're all going to take 3d8 bludgeoning, and they're going to be pushed 40 feet in that direction, landing prone.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be 11 bludgeoning.
And there's no save on that. They just take the 3d8 because they're still in
Yeah,
the
they
water.
just take the 3d8.
All right. 4 dead bodies hit the wall as all of them go washing that direction. And tumbling, crashing into each other, and they all just like spill out. The water spills across the ground. And yeah, you have handled all of them before they got a turn. The moonbeam just still, it like vaporizing any of the water that's still on the ground there. And all of that happened very quickly and very quietly.
We did it. Quick murder.
What a nice spell.
Yeah. For this very specific situation. So you are in this room alone now. Doesn't seem like anyone has heard you. The doors that you came in still partially open. You know, the Wyvern Rider is somewhere out there, but there wasn't enough that has drawn their attention, at least right now. Pit in the center of the room, doors across the room that go back out on the other side of the pyramid, and then you have the 2 flights of stairs going up to some second level that you haven't seen yet.
I just kind of point at the hole and just go, "What's this?" Like, I'm just very confused by this.
Well, was unable to see down far enough, but the body that fell in there appears to be falling slowly enough that we would not suffer any undue injury were we to go down the hole. But we also have stairs here that will be much easier to get back here rather than jumping into a hole.
So is the hole just like dark? It's got air coming through it, or is there light coming up from where it is too?
There's no light coming up from it. I double checked the description. It's just dark. It's just wind coming up from it. I think that's just the map just looks that way for some reason.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like
Glowing or something. Yeah. No, just a dark hole with air coming out of it.
Could I check the bodies?
Mhm.
Was this token the one who was like leading the chants?
This guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that was sort of leading
Yeah.
the chanting and the prayers.
I want to see if there's anything on his person.
He doesn't have much on him. Has one of these symbols of this cult that you've seen a couple of the people that you've heard at this point have. His robes, dagger. Yeah, nothing else on them. The other bodies do all have they have some leather armor, daggers, and all of them have these darts that look these kind of decorated, more like stylized, like throwing darts.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to take some of the darts, and I also want to take all of the daggers and give them to Thea.
Okay.
Yay.
I just had this image of Thea having a sword that has a bunch of daggers taped to it.
That sounds right. How many are there?
There's, I think all of them have 2.
It's like upgrading your weapons in the Force. You just keep sticking teeth onto it.
Yeah, all of the cultists have, 5 of them have 2 darts, so there are 10 darts total. You do get the impression that they're magical.
The darts or the daggers?
The darts. Sorry, you're asking about the daggers.
Yes.
They all have 1 dagger.
Okay. Now they have none, and I have 7.
Okay.
Could attempt to see what these darts do at a later date, but I do not think we have the time for me to devote that energy right now, which I'm also just realizing, didn't we get like weird black crystals at some point that we never actually identified? Yeah, we got
Probably.
strange black crystals and an unknown potion.
Yeah, I have
Don't-
that down too.
Don't remember exactly where, but I
I know
probably would have had the chance to identify them as we were driving around.
The potion didn't you get from Thurl?
No, that's a potion of heroism. We found another one, and I gave it to Jazz to identify later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys remember where you got it? Because I don't have notes for.
It was in the session where we took out the mud sorcerer.
But it wasn't the mud sorcerer. They didn't.
Was it in?
have
Wasn't there a chest in there?
Yeah.
I think it was in like the alchemy
Oh.
room.
Okay, hold on. Temple of Black Earth.
Yeah, because all we got from the mud sorcerer's body was a couple of symbols and a magic focusing tool.
Yeah, it was around then though.
Yes, chest with some valuables, 9 strange black crystals, as well as a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I just handed them all to Jazz and went, here, figure out what this does. I don't know.
Okay. The 9 strange blast crystals don't do it. They're just valuable. You could trade them for things. It's a potion of water breathing.
Okay. You're muted, Andrea.
Oh no, I literally just said that would have been handy for the ones we basically just suffocated in water and then threw against a wall, but you know.
I don't know that you can split up a potion 6 ways and have it still work.
How long does water breathing last? Because maybe just like is a very short lived.
They got 1/6 of the water breathing spell,
Isn't it like
which I
24
think is a
hours?
long. I think that's the one that lasts for like 24 hours. So that'd still be a substantial amount of time.
Wow, that's still like, say that's like 4 hours.
Sure.
Yep.
Maybe that's how it works.
Maybe.
So, can't most of you breathe underwater, or are you just aquatic?
I can breathe
Base.
underwater.
I can't. I can only hold my breath for an hour.
I
Can
can't.
only
I
hold
can
your breath
breathe.
for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I can breathe waters.
So I think probably Niona has that right now because she's the one who would need it the most. This is a very well-equipped aquatic party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did the water thing.
And you guys have
Good.
gone for all of the other groups except for the water group.
I want to. I tried. I was outvoted. I just want to kill
I say
that
all the other
one guy.
groups. You haven't found the fire group yet, but
We'll
Yeah.
get to it. This is a slow apocalypse.
okay. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know why that was so funny to me. The idea of like, it's a slow apocalypse.
What some
Like,
might call a slow burn. Do the stairs go down?
No, the stairs go up
They go up. Okay.
to
And
the
then
to the higher
wall's going
level.
down. Well, unless anybody tells me not to, I'm gonna creep up the stairs and see what's up there.
I think we would actively encourage you to sneak off that way.
Right.
Wow.
Let's start
she's
leaving
doing
Fang at
that.
home.
Can I make sure that the doors that we came in through are kind of all the way closed, though?
Okay. Yeah, you go back out and you close it. Don't forget that all of you, except for Thea, are currently disguised as well. Just why you're able to come in here. Nobody said anything until you murdered them. So yeah, you go back and you close the doors. Make sure nobody comes in. Thea, you want to try sneaking upstairs?
Yes.
Make a stealth check.
27.
Okay. You go up the steps. They're not maybe about 30 feet to the next level. And there's not a passageway or anything. It actually opens up into whatever this next chamber up top is. So you come up the steps, and as you're reaching the top, you can kind of see a little bit inside. You're getting some like drapery that you're kind of seeing off to the side, and some pillars that are supporting. You realize you're going to be kind of out in the open once you reach the top. So you crouch down a little bit and you peek up over the floor. And what you see, now this is on the map. but it's up in like the top right hand corner here because, maps. So I'm gonna reveal.
You know how maps work.
This.
Oh.
And you see inside of this room, there is a series of these 5 pillars, like the bottom floor, between which there are these very ornate looking draperies. These see like a royal palace with these very ostentatious sort of depictions of landscapes and yada yada yada. The floor has a very highly detailed map of like a city that's kind of built into it. The like Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark with the temple, and they stick the pole in the ground and shows them where the city. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, like built into the stone floor there. However, across the room, you notice a couple things. Floating above the city and kind of looking down over it, sort of disinterestedly, you see the alien that you saw before, the Mind Flayer. Sitting at the throne built up on a dais at the other side of the room, you see Erisy, the queen, and then kneeling on the steps between the two of them, you see the you never got their name, but the leader of the band that you murdered, who is sort of kneeling there in their sort of like Jester's attire, what you kind of they were in before, the very like flamboyant attire, kind of matches like what you guys the robes that you guys are actually wearing right now, and is sort of kneeling there and it's like, my queen, I'm telling you, there are intruders in your palace. We must go now, please. It's very dangerous. They've already killed a number of my pupils, and I'm sure they're coming here for you. And Erisy is sitting there. She says, "No, I'm not going anywhere. If they come here, then we'll just deal with them. Okay? We have other more important things that we have to do right now. All right? Just chill out a little bit." He says, "Your Majesty, I don't believe that you understand the gravity of this situation. They've murdered many people, and I'm sure they will murder many more if they make it into your palace. So please, I know that I am but your humble servant, and you have no reason to do as I request. But if you must escape for your own well-being and that of your royal court, mainly me."
In her own head, Thea says to herself, I mean, she can fly, so she probably understands gravity better than you do, but go off, I guess.
So Thea, what are you going to do?
I would like to use the message stone so they can't hear me and just tell my friends what's going on up here in the weird map room. So are we killing them?
I believe we should at some point, but do you all think we are capable of fighting these foes at the moment?
We're gonna have to stop running away and planning on coming back eventually.
Yeah.
They already sort of let the aliens through. If we're gonna do something about it, probably do something about it, but...
I think it'd probably be better if we just went now, especially if we leave this room and then they find the dead bodies and then we can't come back.
He's trying to convince her to leave, and she's definitely saying no, so they're probably going to be in this room for a little bit. Do we want to try to find the other thing that we were doing and then come back? Because we were going to... This is Savannah speaking, because we were going to try to cut off power to the thing to keep the rest of the aliens from coming through.
Right. So do you think that the thing creating the power would be below, so down that like shaft where all that wind was coming from?
They said it was connected to the node, right? Is that... Did I dream that? It feels like it's been a year since we played this game. It's only been a week.
That they were drawing energy from the node in order to power,
the
this
thing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The nature of how they draw energy, there wouldn't have to be like a direct connection to it. It's probably some arcane inscriptions like on the tower itself and probably near this node. So it could be anywhere. You're gathering it's probably somewhere in this temple, lower into this temple though.
So we could do that first and then try to come back up, but there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to figure out how to get back up before they leave.
As you're observing this too, there is a bit of commotion, and you hear the flapping of wings.
Yep.
And you look up towards the open. There's like an open square in the ceiling at the top of this pyramid, and you see descending down into this pyramid is not the same one you saw before, but a different wyvern rider.
Oh, shoot.
And sort of flaps down. The mind flayer kind of pulls back and it lands in the center of this room, dismounts and walks towards the pedestal and the dais and kneels down. And they pull a canister, like a metal tube that is hooked onto their belt, and sort of presents it in front of them and says, "My queen, I have retrieved what you have requested." And she steps forward. She says, "Very good." And she looks towards the mind flayer and says, "This is but a small offering to show you exactly what we are working with here. You can take this for analysis or whatever you need, and if it meets your standards, then we'll have our deal." And the mind flayer moves forward and holds out one large hand to take the canister and looks it over and says, you hear this psychic voice kind of projected. "Oh no.
Andrea's computer crashed.
Oh no." Need to go to the break screen.
No, keep going. I'll work it out.
Okay. Takes this canister and says, "This is one of the devastation orbs created from the rift." She nods and says, "Yes, that's what I've been told. Yes." She says, the creature looks over and says, "If this is what you say it is, then we will have a deal. I will be back soon." They take it, begin to tuck it into their robes, and you watch as there's this like shimmering around them for a moment, and then they dematerialize and vanish.
Okay, that seems bad.
Well, perhaps we should wait to see if the Wyvern Rider leaves and then make our move.
That might be the best idea. I feel like the thing holding me back was the alien, because I don't want to fight some mind flayer alien.
Well, just the one. Okay, I'll wait a little bit.
Okay. You wait for a moment. The Queen Airseam returns to her throne, and the Wyvern Rider returns to their mount, flaps its wings, and begins to soar back out. Airseam dressing back towards Wind Arrow and says, "Stay here for now. Rider," as they're beginning to ascend, and they stop their ascents. "Yes, my lady." "Search around the temple. Apparently we have like intruders or something. If you see anything suspicious, just come back, okay?" He says, "Right away, my lady," and goes soaring out of the the pyramid. She looks down towards the jester and says, "Happy Wind Harrow." And the man nods and says, "Yes, yes, my lady. I'm sure your faithful knight will deal with it promptly. May I stay here for now?" She says, "Yes, fine. Just don't stand right there. Just go somewhere else." I think we have Andrea coming back in.
Yes.
So we're gonna pop away for 1 second so we can get back in the call, and we will be right back, everyone. And we're back. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got everyone here now. The Wyvern Rider and the Mind Flayer have both left, leaving it being just Erisy, the Queen, and Windharrow, her bard, currently in the room. Yeah, what do you do?
The flying guy took the alien with him.
So it's just the queen and the jester?
Mm-hmm.
Then perhaps we should attack now. I don't know that we will have a better opportunity.
I think it's about as best of odds as we're gonna get.
Okay.
Okay, quickly. Do we want to kill the queen? Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Do you not?
No, I was just checking.
I don't know what else we would do if we're gonna stop all this from happening. I think we gotta get rid of her.
Yeah, rope.
She has a cool staff.
You know, maybe she could tell us where the air node is, you know?
I mean, I guess we can knock her out.
Yeah.
I could do that. I have that stunning strike.
Great. Okay.
We will have to see. 99% of plans fall apart upon contact with the enemy.
I'm giving you a suspicious look, but you can't see me because I'm upstairs. Okay.
Do we all want to go up the stairs Thea didn't take, or do we split just in case she tries, just like Vivian got everyone downstairs with water, if she catches us all in like a wind bubble?
Only quiet people on my stairs. Let the loud people go up the other stairs, and then the rest of us will come bursting out of my stairs like, haha, you didn't know we were here.
I do have a +4 in stealth. I didn't realize that.
Does it just jazz off on their own up the other stairs?
Just clank, 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 clank.
Oh, we shouldn't leave Jazz on their own.
I'll go with Jazz.
All right, I guess Niona and I will go up the other side with Thea.
Okay, so I'm just dividing us up on the screen here. That's how we're dividing it. So Jazz and Vivian on one side, Niona, Thea and Shellac on the other.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need stealth checks from everyone except for Thea, who's already stealthing.
That's a dirty 20.
Yes.
It's gonna be a 10. Not terrible for
11.
disadvantage.
That's an 8 from me.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. So other than the monk and the rogue, the rest of you making a fair bit of noise as you come up the steps, and you see with Thea from your vantage point, you see Wind Hero kind of whip around for a little bit. Who goes there?
Go, Charisma Stairs, go.
We are but humble adherents beseeching an audience with the great and powerful queen.
Now I need to remember which of you were involved in the murdering that was happening of the band members. I know Nyona.
It was almost
Was there.
exclusively Nyona. Jazz did stick their head in.
Jazz did come in at the very end
Mhm.
I
before they
think-
teleported away.
Yeah, I think I killed all of them technically. I think that was just me.
Yeah, but Wind Harrow was there when Jazz popped in the room
Yeah.
before the guy vanished. So, okay. Just wondering, because if Jazz, are you coming up the stairs all the way?
Yes.
Okay. Then as soon as you pop up all the way, Wind Harrow takes a step back and says, "It's them! It's the murderers!"
You don't know. There could be other Warforged down here.
And Queen Erisy looks and she recognizes you because you were up in the tower, and goes, "Why are you here?"
We're here because we believe that your plan is awfully short-sighted. That despite what you may think in dealing with these extraterrestrial beings, that what you want matters little to them, and they will simply eliminate you once they have no more use for you.
I'm seeing a hand being raised.
Is there any way while this is happening for me to like sneak around the edge of the room? Are these things I can hide behind?
They're sort of like, I think that the book describes them as gossamer. So they're very thin, but I think they obscure you enough, and the lighting in here is low enough that you could hide behind them. They're just
I'm gonna
very
try to
fragile.
skirt around the edge of the room while they're looking at Jazz.
Yeah, I'm basically
Okay.
serving as a distraction right now, waiting for
Yeah.
people to get into position.
Creep,
Uh,
bing,
Yeah, so
Bing.
you go creeping around the side of the room. With your stealth check from before, it's more than enough for you to. The others, Shellac and Nyona, are you staying on the stairs?
I'm gonna stay on the stairs for now, just so that the dude doesn't freak out anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna stay, but he hasn't seen the rest, so I'm just gonna chill for a bit.
Now I'm trying to remember the queen knows who I am, right? Or like
She's seen all of you at this
yeah,
point.
yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember. I'm gonna try sneaking with Nyona. With Thea.
Okay. I mean, you rolled a 20, so that would I'll roll that forward. Thea, you dart over gracefully. You're not sure how they don't see the massive turtle that
I'm
darts
like
up the stairs.
Looney
But from
Tunes.
the gap that you have at the side, and they're looking towards the other stairs of the turtle. So out of the periphery, you dart across, and there's just a moment where you see Wind Harrow just kind of like look over there. But doesn't seem to see the two of you. So she looks back towards Jazz and she says, "So you're questioning my authority?"
Not so
As
much your
queen.
authority, simply your knowledge and understanding of how these beings operate. There's a difference between having the authority and knowing what to do with it.
And what would you propose we do? if I were to entertain your thoughts?
That you do not simply give away an entire planet to these beings from another world.
Right. We need to shuffle our cameras real quick.
Yeah.
I think it's just Jake and I need to turn ours off, and then
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah, let me get Jake back. And then, Sean, you're good.
Okay. Right. Make a persuasion check.
All right. I do have inspiration from before, but I think I'm going to save that. But persuasion, that's only a 10. Maybe I should have used the inspiration, but too late now.
She says, right. And why would I care what happens to this planet?
Because it is my belief that the aliens will not send you and yours to another planet. Why would they send away free resources when that is what they have come here for? They will
I have no
enslave you
reason-
along with the rest of us.
I have no reason to question them. However, my court bard here has informed me that there are murderers skulking about and that you were seen with them. So, I will call for the guards and we will deal with this. She begins to raise a hand. Does anybody do anything?
Was I able to make it around behind where I was going?
Yeah.
Is she up very high? Can I get up there?
The pedestal's about 10 feet up.
Shelly. Shelly,
Yeah.
pick me up.
Do I throw you?
Just get, I'm little. Just put me up there.
All right, so I just kind of lift the up.
Yeet the rogue.
Again?
Yeah.
So what, you guys go behind the pedestal over here and then have him boost you up?
It's gonna be quicker than me trying to climb it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're now crouching behind the throne. You can see there's this little alcove here on the wall. There's this like horn hanging in the alcove behind the throne here.
She's gonna call the
at this
guards?
point, she's in the conversation. She begins to raise a hand.
Nah, I'm gonna stab her, sorry.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh no. Am I hidden?
You are hidden.
Oh good. I'm afraid something bad might be about to happen to me. That's a 28.
That'll hit.
Freaking life for a natural 20 right now. Very good. 12, 15. That's 23 slashing damage.
Ooh. Okay. You come around the pedestal.
And she's
And-
heavier. Because it's Greg.
All right. 23 points of slashing damage as you come around the pedestal and just stab her in the back. And as you do, she goes staggering forward, letting out a cry of pain. She wheels around on you, and you watch sort of lightning crackling on her hands as she looks. She says, "You."
Me.
Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, I
it
did so
didn't
much
send.
better than roll 20.
Didn't send to the roll tracker, but I got a 22.
Save me.
Okay. 16. Okay. So.
Shelly's not on there.
Oh,
Yeah, it didn't send to the roll tracker for some
you-
reason.
can you do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, just edit it to whatever you rolled the first time. All right.
Okay.
So Shalak, you're first.
Okay, well, since I'm technically behind as well, I want to try doing a stunning strike on the queen.
Okay, so the way the stunning strike works, you don't have to declare it ahead of time. Just after you hit, you can spend a key point to make it a stunning strike.
Gotcha.
So you go running up the stairs towards her and go to make your attacks. So make your first attack.
15.
15 will miss.
Okay. Then I'll hit again. That's a 25.
That hits.
And then we'll make that the stunning strike.
Okay, so she has to make a Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
She succeeds.
Okay. Still does damage though.
Yeah, so is damage.
9 piercing.
All right.
And that's gonna do it for me.
Okay. That will put it to Thea's turn.
Would love to stab her again.
All right, stab away.
26.
Hits.
Wow, bad. That's 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
And she's heavy again.
All right.
Her weight's doubled. And so her movement speed is down by 10.
Okay. Moves speed down by 10. As you slash her again, she kind of sinks further down to the ground. You can see she's having a hard time standing up. That will end Thea's turn.
No, I think I would like to disengage.
Okay. Disengage and
And
move
can I,
back
like...
into the room.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go past the jester guy. Can I, like, hop down off the side of the stairs, like, off the side of the dais to, like, stay away from everyone else?
Sure.
I don't want to go clump up on the stairs with my buddies, so...
Okay.
Just gonna hop
You
off the
jump
side
towards the side of the dais. Okay.
and run away. 30 feet.
All right. That will end Thea's turn. Jazz, is your turn.
Let's see, gonna go ahead and I'm debating between dealing with her right away or getting rid of the bard. I think I'm gonna try shooting her first with an Eldritch Blast. That's gonna be like a 26 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
That is 14 points of cold damage and a con
Okay.
save from her, please.
Constitution saving throw. That's a 5.
That fails, so she's poisoned until the end of her next turn. End of its next turn, yeah.
Okay. Great. So she is slowed and poisoned right now. Okay.
She's
you
hungover
blast-
as hell.
Yeah. It hasn't felt this way since college last year. That will end Jazz's turn.
Yes.
All right. Would be Windharrow's turn, but before he goes, Shellac, you're currently still on the pedestal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. From behind you, something moves that you can't see.
Oh no.
And is going to make 2 attacks against you. With advantage. So 24 and a 16.
24 hits.
That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Something invisible just punches you hard.
Okay.
Windharrow's turn. Yeah. He is going to go. He looks up and sees what all the damage that y'all have done to her. Goes, "My lady," and is going to rush up to her on the pedestal and is going to cast a Cure Wounds on her at 4th level. Let's see. 15 plus... Okay, 18 points of healing to her. Oh, didn't even move her. But it doesn't matter. 18 points health. She's looking a little bit better. She's looking pretty rough. And so he looks at her with having used his action there and says, "Please, my lady, flee. Flee now for your life." And that is, I think, all he can do. Vivian.
Okay. I think I'm gonna bonus action transfer my hex onto the bard, and then
Okay.
I will shoot
Okay.
them
Use
twice
hex.
with Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Okay. That's gonna be a dirty 20 and a 21.
Both hit.
Okay, great. Okay, that's going to be 16 force and 6 necrotic.
Okay, so 22 total.
Ooh, and I'm gonna push him twice. So I think that'll be 20 feet, and hopefully he goes flying off.
Sure. Yeah, you push him back. He goes tumbling over the throne, and then falls out of sight behind it. And you just hear a doof. Oh, my lady. And that's all he says.
Yeah, and then
He's
I'm
still alive, but
okay. With my movement, I'm going to kind of start running like behind like the Gossamer on this side. Just
Okay.
kind of going as far as I can. But
Okay.
that's all.
Niona, is your turn.
You said she was looking pretty rough, right?
Yeah, she was, or she's still looking kind of rough.
Okay. Right now I'm just gonna move into the room. I'm not gonna try to hide myself or anything.
Okay.
But I can't move a whole lot, so I'm just gonna move what I can, and then I'm just going to shoot a arrow at her.
Okay.
Let's see. Will this work? It will. I don't know. I don't know if that'll hit, but
12.
yeah.
No, that does not hit.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. It is Queen Eris's turn. What's she gonna do? Yeah, she is going to move so she like have her guy stabbed and everybody kind of running back into the room. She's like holding onto the wound and she looks kind of panicked by how much damage, like how badly she's hurt now. And you see her look back behind the throne towards the horn on the wall. And she flies towards it, sort of like jumping and sort of like hovering towards it, grabs the grabs the
heavy
horn.
affect this at all?
Her movement is slowed.
Okay.
So she's gonna have to spend more movement too.
I
You
was
said it
curious.
reduced her movement's reduced by 20 feet now, 10 feet.
It's 10. I've just never done this on a flying person before, so.
Yeah, well, so her wings aren't beating when she flies. So there's more going on here. The reason why it's not affecting her actual like flying, but yeah, she has to spend a lot of her movement to get there. And as she does, she grabs the horn and she blows it. And there's a swirl of elemental energy in the center of the room, and you see appearing there a blue-skinned elemental-looking figure with a wispy cloud-like legs, wielding a large scimitar, and he looks back and says, "What is your command, my lady?" And you see he looks ragged, like the clothes are kind of torn, beaten. He looks a bit dirty and a bit like disheveled and grungy, and she looks and giving kind of a shrill command says, "Kill them!" Yeah, that is all she can do with her turn. Just beginning to I think she just ducks behind the pedestal where Wind Harrow is. So currently a little bit obscured from those of you still in the center of the room. That is going to be Shellack's turn.
Okay, so we got invisible people. I kind of shout that out to everybody. I'm like, there's somebody else in here who's invisible. And I think, God, I can't really do anything against an invisible person.
You can attack with disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try attacking with disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, that's a critical fail for one.
So that misses. Just punch out
Yeah,
at the
just-
air, and there's just nothing there.
All right, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Again, nothing there.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the key point and try do a flurry of blows and try 2 more times.
Okay.
18.
18 will hit.
All right. That's 5 piercing.
Okay. Not magical though.
Mhm.
So it takes 2 points of piercing damage. As you hit something there, suddenly you make connect. There's something like quasi corporeal in that space, and as you hit it, and it kind of shifts there. You don't hear anything, but there is something there,
Right.
in the space in front of you.
All right. I'm just gonna take that last attack as well.
Okay.
Well, 10, so that misses.
Okay, yeah, you go to punch at the same spot, and this time it's not there. It's shifted somehow. All right. Anything else?
That's really gonna do it for me. Aside from like maybe Shellac just kind of yelling out that like we got some magical invisible person here. and then he kind of like puts his arms up to kind of defend himself.
Okay. All right. That will put it to Thea's turn.
Okay. Erisy is now like behind the dais, right?
Yes, she's behind the dais now.
Great, because I was over there, so yeah, I can see her. I'm gonna run up on her.
She's there right next to Wind Harrow.
I'm gonna run up on her and try to hit her again.
Okay.
Maybe I get rid of the big thing. Well, that's not very good. 16.
16 hits.
Nobody else is within 5 feet of her, right?
No.
No, okay. That's 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I want to offhand try to get the jester guy with a dagger.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's 4 piercing damage for him.
4 points. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No. I guess I'll stay there. Oh, wait, she got to make a saving throw against Greg at the end of her turn.
Strength save.
Yes.
Where does she go? Okay. I'll make the save. What's the DC on it?
It's 13.
She doesn't succeed.
She
She's
doesn't?
still slowed. She
This
does
has
not.
never happened. She's slowed 3 times now.
All right. So that's 15 feet.
She's down 15 feet, and her weight doubles with each strike. So you do the
She's
math.
not very heavy.
This has never worked before. Yay!
No, she's not very strong.
That's
all
it.
right. Jazz's turn.
I assume if I'm still by the stairs, I'm not able to see Erisy behind the throne.
No. Yeah, not where you're currently at.
If I were to move,
You saw me
my
run
full-
over there.
Yeah, if I were to move my full 30 feet, would I be able to get an angle on her?
Yeah, I'd say so. She might have a little bit of cover, but you could see her.
What I want to try and do is shoot the horn that she has. See if I can break that with some magic.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
So gonna go ahead and use my DM inspiration to give myself advantage.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 25 to try and hit the horn in her hand.
That'll hit.
Okay. So let's roll that cold damage. It's going to be 9 points of cold damage.
Okay. It hits the horn, which sort of freezes over in her hand, and she drops it to the ground. It's still in one piece, though.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for now, but gonna try and just... I hypothesize that if we break the horn, the being will no longer be under her control. But I think that's as much as I'm able to do with my turn.
Okay. All right. Is now the invisible thing's turn. So going to. Yeah, I think it's going to attack Shellac again. So you guys are sort of engaged right now.
Yeah.
That is a 25 to hit
Yep.
for 15 bludgeoning.
Ooh.
And then a 20 to hit for
Yeah.
11 bludgeoning.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking a little rough.
It's then Wind Harrow's turn. Wind Harrow. What is he gonna do? Yeah. So Wind Harrow looks over at you. You've just stabbed him right now. Thea, and I think sees you and sees Erisy looking pretty rough right now. And he just I think he says, "Apologies, my lady," and he casts invisibility on himself and runs away.
If we don't kill you, she's going to.
And yeah, she does turn. She says, "Traitor!" Just with this venom on her lips at this point. She is not happy about that. But yeah, that's what he would do. Vivian.
Gosh, okay. Is there any way for me to like try and find Wind Harrow to hit him?
I'm trying to think because you were still at the stairs. You didn't really come into the room, right?
Yeah, I ran behind the Gossamer because I was running back so I could like hit him again, basically.
Right. Okay, we'll say, yeah, you saw him turn invisible. You could make an attack with disadvantage in the general area where you last saw him.
Okay. I will take that.
Okay.
I'll do 2 blasts at him then.
All right.
Okay, first one with this. Okay, it was gonna be a nat 20, but with disadvantage, it's a 13.
That misses.
Can I try my second blast on him too?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, okay. With disadvantage, that's a 21.
That'll hit.
Yay. Okay. That is going to be. That's going to be 11 force and 6 necrotic, so 16 total.
17 total?
16.
You said 11 force and 6 necrotic?
Oh, 5 necrotic. I'm sorry.
5 necrotic. Okay. Just trying to give you every bit you can. Okay, you hit him, blasting with that. He does make his con save to maintain the invisibility. So you do hit, and you just hear, ow! As he like stumbles into one of the curtains and then clearly like keeps running. He's still in the room, but yeah, it's probably pretty rough at this point. But
bonus action
invisibility.
Bonus action, can I stuff in a tentacle and try to smack him with that?
Yes, you can.
Do I have disadvantage on this still?
That would also be disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. That's a natural one.
And it just like it shreds the gossamer like curtains there, and it's just like it just tangled up in it. It's a very fancy looking tentacle now, but it is does not hit him.
Okay. I guess the last thing then, just with my movement, I'm gonna head back to like the stairs, like kind of Jazz and I were at, just to like kind of hover around there.
Block him from coming out. Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
all.
Nyona, is your turn.
Can I finagle my way to see Shelly?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Shelly's kind of like in the middle of the room. So
Okay, cool. I didn't know if he was still behind the altar or not still, so I like a pedestal.
no, Shellac didn't go behind. He went up the stairs and then
Okay.
started getting punched by the thing. So yeah, he's very visible right now.
Cool. I'm gonna throw a 3rd level healing word at him to see if I can boost him a little.
All right, we'll roll healing on that.
That's 11.
All right. Yeah, 11
4d4
points.
plus. Does it add anything? Here, wait a second. Sorry. Plus my spell case.
Yeah.
11 plus. That's 14, actually. Sorry.
All right, 14. All right. Anything else for you, Niona?
That's gonna be it.
All right. It's Eris's turn. Oh, buddy. So you're right in front of her, Thea.
Yeah.
She's very slow right now. Here's what she is going to do. So we've got Shellac, you, Vivian somewhere around over there. You're in the Jazz is still at the stairs or kind of in the room.
Yeah.
You came close so you could see. You came close enough to see
Yeah.
her. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I think she's gonna do this. I think she's in a bad spot. She begins to you see her hands begin to surge with electricity, and she says, "You will not ruin my dreams." And she casts Chain Lightning
Yikes.
on. I don't think she can get up to 4 people, but I don't think she's gonna be able to get 4 from where she currently is, because you're the target of it and you're on like the far side of the room. I think it's just gonna be, and Vivian went back, so I think it's just gonna be you, Jazz, Shellac. I think that's it. I don't think she can get anyone else with it. So I need the 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
15.
It's an 11.
20.
Okay, the 15 and the 20 succeed. That is 57 points of lightning damage. Reduced to 23 on a success.
I'm gonna have to, because I have 56 health with the temp HP. I'm gonna spend my last spell slot to do absorb elements and reduce that
to 23.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably a good idea, because that's a lot of damage. Oof. Does anyone? So 23. Does anyone go down? You guys are all still up after that.
I got 3 points.
Oh, I'm great. I had all my hit points, and my hit points are huge now because of the Amulet of Health, so I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
I
well,
had 12
she
temp hit points. This is like half of it.
Spent the big one on that one. She just looks over you, like still standing there. I mean, dodged out of the way. You're like, your shoulder kind of smoking a little bit from the lightning hitting you, and she just looks. She's like, "Why won't you die?" And that's about all she could do.
Maybe I should be queen. She gets to make a save against Greg.
That's an 8.
That fails. Still slow.
All right.
I'm heavy.
That ends her turn. Shellac, it is your turn. You got an invisible guy in front of you.
Yeah, somewhere in front of me.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I'm going to boy, I've gotten the crap kicked out of me. I'm going to use my inspiration to make the disadvantage to normal.
To make
and
what?
An attack on the invisible guy.
Okay.
Can that go to normal? And then I'm just going to do a radiant sunbolt.
Okay. Sure.
That's 15.
15 hits.
All right. That's going to be 10 radiant.
Nice. Yeah, 10 points of radiant damage. You hit whatever this thing is in front of you. It kind of flashes for a second. It seems like it takes the full damage. You almost see this like outline of this vaguely humanoid looking entity there before the radiant damage, before the radiant like flash dissipates and they go back to being invisible. But yeah, that did seem to hurt them.
Okay. I'm gonna do another attack. Would that be at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do another Radiant Sunbolt. That's only 12.
That misses.
Okay. And then I think that's all I can do, really. Yeah. Sitting here with them 3 hit points.
All right. I realize I need to roll initiative for the Shin.
I can just stay chilling there. It's fine.
All right, yeah, 18. So it'll go after Jazz. Okay. That will end Shellax's turn. Thea.
Oh man. Did she go anywhere? I've already forgotten.
No, she couldn't. Because you're right, they're in front of her. She didn't want to get stabbed.
That's right. I'm gonna try to take her out.
Okay.
If possible, I would like to not kill her.
Okay, you want to try non-lethally?
Yeah, I don't know how bad she is right now. I'm not gonna do that much damage on my own, but just moving forward.
Okay. She's pretty bad.
17.
Hits.
Okay. Come on, Greg, roll good. Well, that's 9 slashing damage.
All right.
And she's heavy again, and I'm gonna try to offhand attack with a dagger.
All right, she's down 20 movement at this point.
Mm-hmm. Her weight is 4 times. That is a 19.
That hits.
With a dagger, and that's 3 more piercing damage.
She's still up.
Ah, damn, okay. I'm gonna stay there, I guess.
All right.
Let's try to keep her cornered.
Jazz, it is your turn. She has dropped the horn on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
So I am currently crackling with the electricity from absorb elements. So gonna start walking that way. Gonna try and get within 10 feet of Shellac before I bonus action, give us some temp HP. We get 12, so that's good. It's almost max. And then as I'm moving over that way, I'm gonna pull out my spear because I have to do this with a melee attack. I'm gonna try and smack her with the spear. I have no idea what my modifier is because I never use it. Well, that's gonna be a 22 to hit because I just bring it onto her two-handed. Yep. So this is gonna be a D8 plus a D6. So that is 5 points of damage total. 1 piercing, 2 piercing, and 4 lightning, so 6 total.
And you're attacking Erisy?
Yep.
Or
trying to non-lethally kill her. I guess I basically have a stun baton right now.
Okay, you swing in, cracking into the cracking in the back of her head, and she falls limp to the ground, unconscious.
I still think perhaps we should try and break this horn. I do not know if her command still applies if she is unconscious. As I say to the person who has already gotten his turn. But
sounds good.
Yep. That is all I can do this round.
All right. It's the genie's turn. And it is still gonna go. Its command is still active, but I think who does it go for at this point? You guys are behind the pedestal. It's in the middle of the room. Just gonna roll a d4 because I can't decide. D5. I'm gonna say that's 1, 2, 3. Niona is going to attack you. So it.
I have one quick question. Do I still
Yeah.
have the temp HP or no, since you're away? Oh, okay.
You do. I can only apply it if I'm up close, but it stays with you.
Niona, you're near Shellac, right? No. You did
I
healing
stayed
word or-
across. Yeah, I was just trying to get it to him. I didn't want to go too far in.
Okay.
Just gonna move myself over here. I'm kind of over here.
All right. It's going to make its 3 attacks against you then. First is a 19. That's going to be 14 slashing and 5 lightning.
Oh. Okay.
You still up?
For now.
Second is also a 19.
That'll hit.
That's 9 slashing and 3 lightning.
Oh goodness. I'm still up.
20 to hit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
12 slashing and 1 lightning.
I'm down.
All right. Just moves in this massive scimitar bearing down on Niona and just hacks 3 times down towards her. The final one causing Niona to collapse to the ground. A bit of blood pooling on the stone city, and it turns to look around the room towards the others that are attacking under its command. The invisible stalker's turn is going to attack. Let's see. It's going to protect its queen, so it is going to go. It's going to attack you, Thea.
Okay.
Advantage. Actually, I think it's going to do 1 attack against each of you because it has 2 attacks, and you guys are both right there. So, Thea, that's an 18.
Yep, that it's
And that's 7 bludgeoning.
okay.
Jazz, that's a 22 for 8 bludgeoning. Wind Harrow keeps running. I'll just say, Vivian, you feel him push past you on the stairs. He's not stealthing right now, so he's just running and invisible. Vivian, is your turn.
As he runs, I'm going to kind of shout his general direction, be like, "Your queen has fallen. Pledge yourself to me, and I will not kill you."
Okay.
See your response.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, yay. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
You hear like the sound of footsteps. Toot, 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 toot. You promise?
Yes, absolutely. Look, and I'm gonna pull out like the dusty jester hat I got from like the first session. I even have a new hat for you.
I don't want to wear the hat. Okay.
I won't kill you.
Seems like he'll do what you say.
Perfect. Did that take my
Doesn't wanna
action?
die. No.
Okay. So I'm by the stairs right now, so I don't suppose. I don't know. 'Cause I'm kind of away from everyone right now. I think. Okay. Can I see the horn from where I am? I know I'm by the stairs. So would I be able to or no?
If you moved along, like if you walked kind of over towards the side a little bit more, where you could see Jazz and Thea, then yeah, you could.
Okay, I'm gonna try shooting at it then. If we're try breaking it.
Okay. Yeah, make your attack.
Okay. That's going to be a 17 and a 15 to hit.
Yeah, this would both hit.
Okay, cool. Okay, then that's going to be 16 force.
16 points of force damage. The blast hit the horn and it shatters to a bunch of pieces. We'll say, for the sake of not wasting a bunch of time, as soon as that happens, the horn breaks into pieces, and there's kind of like this one where everybody in the room stops. The genie, after everything just slashed Niona, kind of turns back and looks over towards you, Thea and Jazz, where the body of Erisy is now lying. And then looks over towards, looks just behind you, and says, "You go now." And there's a swirling in the air, and whatever invisible creature was just punching you seems to vanish. Like, vanish more than it had already, because it was invisible. It's gone. And the genie puts away its scimitar, so it dissolves from its hand into vapor as it stands there empowered and free. But we're going to go ahead and take our break. We'll come back to save Niona and pick up the pieces of what just happened here. Thanks for watching, everyone. We are going to be back very soon. We're going to take our break here, and we will see everyone in a few minutes for the second half of our session. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. We're here to get back into it, play some more Dungeons and Dragons. So, your group has just invaded the Air Temple. You have rendered unconscious the Queen, Erisy Kalanoth, and you have persuaded the court bard Wind Arrow to your side, and freed a genie from its magical control. That about summarizes it. So, the genie looks over, sees the shattered bits of the horn, and then scans over your party and looks at the unconscious body of Niona and says, "I'm sorry about that. She's bleeding a lot."
I'll fix it. I'm gonna run over and give her a healing potion.
All right.
Get 6. It's my only one.
Okay. You are healed for 6, and you're back to consciousness, Diana.
She's just gonna lay there and she's gonna, thank you. I'm gonna sit for a bit. What's
Okay.
going on?
I think we're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
Kind of addressing the Jinn. It is understandable given the circumstances. I do not know what you plan to do at this moment. I do not think we can reasonably ask you for any further aid than the cessation of hostilities you have already offered, but I would inform you that the one who blew your horn is intending to give to aliens the power to control the element of air.
That is a lot. I do not know how much I can help with that. I've been here for a very long time. I am very tired. More than anything, I would like to return home now that the horn has been broken, but as considering you are the ones that freed me, I can potentially help you in some small way, if that is what you desire.
If it is possible, I'm not sure if you may be able to do more at your home in preventing them from harnessing the power of air.
Based on my understanding, this is the work of Yansi Bin, and there's very little I can do to stand against them. They are above me, after all. I cannot betray my own kind.
Nor would we ask you to, but if you are able to offer us a boon, then it would be greatly appreciated.
I can offer a few things. I will return back to my palace, and I will be back here shortly. Present you with what I can to help. He nods
Very
and
well.
then vanishes in a puff of wind.
Okay, bye.
So now you just have the unconscious body of Erisy, and I guess Wind Harrow turns visible again, comes creeping back up the steps to you, Vivian. Says, "So you're not going to kill me, right?"
No, absolutely not. You seem like
Good.
you'd be very fun to have around.
Yes, very fun. I can perform for you if that is what you wish, or I can do other things.
Yeah,
was-
maybe just play a song for now, and we'll go from there.
A song.
A song.
Right. Okay. I will play a song, and he pulls a flute out from his from his side and begins to play on it. He's pretty good. Just a little background music.
We should get
Look
the
at the
hempen
chat.
rope out for
Other
her.
things was not meant to come across that. Okay.
Me and Andrea made the
Alright.
exact same face
Fine.
at the exact same time.
I saw it. I tried to ignore it, and I saw it in the chat. I can't ignore that. So, you perverts.
Other things. No, ew,
Welcome to
ew.
Saturday nights. Saturday nights.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna go tie up the queen.
Okay. You begin to tie up Erisy. You do. With the hemp rope, I assume.
Yes. Because she'll hate it.
Mm.
Well, do you want me to? I'm gonna stand up and just go. Do you want me to stabilize her? See if we can get her back to talk to her, or what do you want me to do?
I don't think we're gonna get much out of her.
It's always worth a try.
Before we do that, I do hate to interrupt your song, Wind Harrow, but do you know where the air node is that she is offering to the aliens?
continues to play until Vivian tells him otherwise.
I'm going to say, "Oh, Windhara, that's enough," and I'm going to repeat the exact same thing that Jazz said.
Right. The portal. Yes, it is. I know of it. I have not been to it. I can show you where they access it from. As far as where it is from there, I'm not sure.
That sounds great.
A head start.
Well, team, in the meantime, what do we want to do with the previous queen?
I got it.
Wait, Sean, an important question. Does she have like a crown or a tiara or something?
Doesn't she
She
have
has
a
a few.
staff?
Well,
She's a spear.
okay. She has a spear, a very nice looking spear that she has called Windvane. You guys have heard her refer to it before.
If the book doesn't say she's wearing a tiara, I disagree with it because it's wrong.
No, she does. I'm looking for the description here. She has a lot of swag. Hold on.
Well, we're gonna rob her blind, aren't we?
I just
She
want the
has-
crown.
She wears a platinum torque, gold and sapphire rings, and a diadem. Looks elven.
I want to take that if we're robbing her blind. Except
I
I
imagine-
know that Julie wants that, so we're gonna let Julie take that.
I imagine Thea's tied her up and then just started taking all of her stuff and just kind of putting it in a pile. Like a little gremlin. It's like...
I
There you
just
go.
want like the crown apparatus.
Yeah.
A diadem.
Yep, that's the
The
diamond.
diadem, that's what it's called?
Yes.
I like
Ah.
crown
Or
apparatus.
diadem,
Crown
Yeah.
apparatus.
Makes it sound like it does things.
It
Folds
might.
out, it's got a little cup holder.
I used to play bass in crown apparatus.
Oh, I have a completely unrelated question, but is Windharrow's playing just as bad as his bands?
No, his is better.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, his is better.
So he's just a bad teacher.
Yes.
Well, it's okay. We don't need him to teach. I took all the shiny stuff. And a big spear. I cannot
You also
use
notice
this.
one thing too while you were tying her up. The wings on her back, they are illusory.
They're not real.
They're not real.
Guys! I start waving my hand through them.
Is it like
I said she was a big faker.
is it? Can we tell if it's like a spell or like something that's like emitting the wings or something?
Those who are magically inclined, looking it over, you can tell it's probably a spell.
She's a big faker.
Shellac got his hopes up just a little bit about the idea of having a harness that allowed him to have wings. Could have become a turtle dove.
So I'm just gonna pile up all these rings and put them in a bag, and then see if they're magic. Trade them, sell them.
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. Here's
I
your
could-
crown.
I could attempt to begin seeing if any of these things have magic, but we do have to wonder how long we should wait around here.
I'm really afraid the alien's gonna come back.
Yes, but the Jinn will also probably be coming back here as well.
Wasn't he gonna bring us something?
Certainly seem to be implying that.
Well,
Well,
don't want to just leave without that because it's probably cool.
I don't think the alien's gonna come back. It seemed like he got what they wanted, and
That's
they
true.
popped off. So I think we're okay for now.
I'm doing pretty good. So I'll just watch out, I guess. If you guys want to do stuff while we wait.
Boy, I could use the hit points.
I cannot help with this. But I can look out.
Yeah. So, if people do try to start resting, the thing is, you will lose any temp HP I give you at the end of a short rest. After, in less than an hour, my turret's going bye-bye, and then I'm down to cantrip.
My temp HP is already gone.
Well, I can give you some more of that.
I have 3.
We're gonna have to wait
At the
anyway,
fall.
though.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Yeah, who wants the short rest is the question.
I probably should.
I definitely do. I'm gonna just say that.
I technically can do healing word like 4 more times, but one of them can again be at 3rd level, but then I'm out of 3rd level slots, and the other 4 are just 2nd level or 1st level spell slots. 1st level, I think that it is at. So
Well, save those for those
Yeah.
who aren't resting later.
Because Jazz, you're out, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a rest because I need the hit points and I can't heal myself. So
Yeah, I need the hit points and the key points too.
I think I'll short rest too, just to get my other spell slot back.
Yeah. So, Thea, you're gonna have 13 temp HP. Everyone else is gonna lose theirs.
I feel good about that. I'm okay with that. I will not. I will actively not rest. I'll go around and kind of go between the staircases and keep an eye and an ear out for anybody coming this way.
How long are we gonna short rest for?
I mean, it would be an hour or so.
Okay, an hour. Okay. I just need to know for number of key points. Okay.
And also,
Yeah, I mean, you get all your key points back on a short rest, so you get all those.
No, I think like I only get I have to spend at least 30 minutes of rest meditating to regain my key points.
Yeah, so that's just saying in the short rest, it's the 30 minutes. You have to meditate for 30 minutes and you get them all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't. I think it's mostly for flavor. You do a short rest, you get your key points back.
Okay, I read it as I needed 30 minutes for each.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no, no. You get them all back.
Cool.
All right. So you do rest for a bit. Those of you that are taking a short rest, regaining some health and abilities. Towards the end of your short rest, there's a small sort of whirlwind that appears again, and the djinn reappears, looking much more dapper than before. Seems to have changed. Yes.
Could I have virtually identified some items during the short rest?
Yeah, you could have done that. Which items were you wanting to identify?
Presumably this wind vein, if it's magical, or if
It
he's
is.
just pretentious and named it. But so that, I think the throwing daggers. Is there anything else people are thinking we should identify? I mean, I guess the only other items that it could be would be her jewelry and stuff, but I don't know if any of that's magical.
No, none of her jewelry was magical.
Okay. So,
So identify the spear. It is named Windvane. That is not just a name that she gave it. It is it's not a sentient weapon, but it does not feel like a good weapon. It does feel like it has some element of some sinister element within it. Silver spear, dark sapphires on the filigreed surface. It has contains a spark of the elemental prince Yansi Bin. You get a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this spear. It does have the finesse property, so you can use it with dexterity or strength. when you hit with it, it does an extra 1d6 lightning damage. And then you get some other things that you can do. You can, when you are tuned to it, you can speak Aran fluently, have resistance to lightning damage, and can cast Dominate Monster on an air elemental once per day.
That fancy.
So, this is rather powerful, but it does have something to do with an evil being.
If no one else wants it, I'll take it.
I can't really use it in any effective way.
Can druids use spears? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I just looked them up.
Anyone that has simple
that I
weapons can
could.
use the spear.
Right.
Oh dang.
They're just
Doesn't
strength.
matter.
They're just strength based. So.
No, this one's finesse.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I not
strength or
read?
dexterity. Sometimes.
That changes
this
my
one-
answer.
You already have Greg.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else want it?
I think Shellac thinks it's really cool, but he's also like, my fists are all that I need.
I got the crown. I'm happy. I got the crown and the court gesture. We're good.
Yeah, you don't have a magic weapon yet, right? You should take it.
I shall take the spear then.
Alright. I think Jazz would, give it to you, but say, again, this does seem to be connected to a being of evil. Are you sure that is something you are comfortable with?
If I get a bad feeling, I won't like it. But right now, it's still, naturey. I'll take it. I've been in that plane. Maybe he won't be so bad. It'll be fine.
As long as it doesn't talk to you.
Yeah, we'll be okay. Once he starts talking, we might have problems. But until then, we're okay.
Okay. So Niona takes the spear. You attune to it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You attune to the spear. Everyone else takes a short rest. The djinn appears. That's what I meant to say. You also identify the darts, these seeker darts. So these are magical. They're expendable. So each time you use it, when you use it, it's used. But if you whisper the word seek and hurl the dart, it seeks out a target of your choice within 120 feet of you. You must have seen the target before, but you need not see it now. If it is within range and there's a clear path to it, then it will sort of magically guide towards it. It makes a dexterity saving throw, and on a fail, it takes 1d4 piercing damage and 3d4 lightning damage.
I am very interested in that.
How many of those did we collect?
10.
Oh, okay.
So we could each just take 2, for now at least. Because even though it's darts,
Vivian
we
has
don't-
them, so.
Yeah.
I'm cool with sharing. I'll take 2.
Then once the magic's used up, comes an ordinary dart, and then we can give them to Shellac.
Yeah, you just
yeah.
use ordinary darts.
Okay.
So you get those. The genie returns. Like I said, puff of wind looks much more kind of has the regal bearing returned. The sort of tattered and ragged clothes that they were wearing replaced, and looks just sort of generally sort of refreshed Pierce says, I did not want to come back here so soon, but a promise is a promise. Here, and holds out to you a small case containing 5 of you right now. We'll say 6 because I know Fang is also there somewhere. The hands you 6 bottles that look like they have just these small little, like, almost like cyclones inside of them. Just moving very slowly. Says, these may come in handle. They have a element of my home in them. They might assist you. And here, comes from my stores, maybe something that you do not have already, and hands you also a bag.
Yay, a bag.
If you open it up, it's bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
It's a bag of holding.
Yay!
Jazz will try it by shoving their whole spear in and just watch as it disappears.
How'd you do that?
This is an item that I could fabricate, but I have not been doing so to allow, Thea to have extra protection and Vivian to be more accurate in her spell casting.
We appreciate it.
Oh, this is cool. Thanks, dude.
What's in
Now
the
that
bottle?
I'm just gonna show you.
It's like when we used to make those tornadoes in a bottle as kids. Did you guys ever do that?
It's bottled breath.
Oh.
Essentially, it's a potion. You can inhale the elemental air inside of it, and you can either exhale the breath, in which you gain the effect of the gust of wind spell, or if you hold your breath with it, you don't need to breathe for an hour. So you could use it for all sorts of things. You have 6 bottles of it.
I'm gonna pass them out or put them in the bag.
I'm gonna keep one.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably pass them out.
Cool.
So I can
Just put
only.
the extra one in there.
Yeah. I could benefit from gust of wind on command, but
Yeah, you
I
don't
can already
breathe,
hold-
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm mostly just taking it for the gust of wind spell.
I'm trying to
'cause I can
decide whether
already-
Jazz could actually inhale it if he can't breathe.
Yeah, well, didn't we had this conversation before? Was Jazz trying to do some kind of wind instrument or?
Was it last time when we were talking about the flutes?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
when we picked
was.
up the bone flutes. So Jazz
That's
was
right.
curious.
Did we?
You
And
just
we
had-
decided that Jazz couldn't play it. Jazz can't play jazz because they're
Right.
not.
That's it. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I don't. So did we actually kill the queen, or is she just unconscious? And,
She's
like...
unconscious.
She's unconscious.
Okay.
Still.
I tied her up.
'Cause okay.
Just thinking about later ramifications of this, and that, I'm not going to need breath to be able to do vocal components of spells if we go with this ruling. Which I think I'm happy with that trade-off.
Sounds good.
Hey, what's your name?
Hold on, I gotta pull that part of my notes back up. I've had it for like the last hour, and
Oh.
you asked me as soon as I don't have it in front of me. Altair. My name is Altair.
Cool. We're friends now.
We are friends now. Fine. I appreciate you freeing me from this place.
So are you gonna go home?
Yes, that is the plan before somebody else imprisons me here for thousands of years.
That's fair.
You don't want to like kill a Medusa before you go, do you? Do you?
No, not particularly.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. We have
wish-
one of those is kind of a problem, but it's fine.
You seem like you handled this competently. I'm sure you can take care of it.
Oh, I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. All the elemental people here seem to not like each other very much, so I didn't know if you were gonna be like, yeah, I want to kill all Medusas. I don't know.
I appreciate the offer. But no, I don't want any part of what's going on here.
Sometimes neither do I, buddy.
I wish you all best of luck in this shitty world you live in.
Hey, we make the best of what we can. But
I'm trying to make it better.
Goodbye.
Bye.
He disappears in a puff of wind again.
I don't know. I just thought I'd try.
What was his name one more time? I didn't.
Ahtayir.
Here.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Now I guess we can call him if we need. I don't know how magic really works, but
I might have. Well, maybe we can find out if we can one day. I've been on the lookout for some people for a while, so they might know. But if we could call him, it'd be really cool.
cool. I like him. Big and swirly. Like if a tornado was a person.
I do believe that is literally a fair description.
It's not the first time anyone's called me literal. Okay, so next plan. Air
what do we
node.
do with her? Yeah.
Air
Oh,
node.
well, wait.
we
Oh,
kill it.
no.
Yeah.
New plan, then next plan. New plan. What do we do with the imposter queen? Next plan. Air node, cut off the power. Aliens can't come.
It's possible we may still need her in order to access the air node.
Well, if Fang was here, he could just, like, carry her.
I mean, I could probably just carry her. She can't be that heavy.
Worst case, we could try sticking her onto some of your razor spines. It would be painful,
Whoa.
but would perhaps aid in conveying her.
Yeah. Maybe not.
I don't know. She doesn't actually seem like that strong-willed of a person to me. Like, it's just like she did a good lie one time and everyone just believed her. And she doesn't have to try that hard. So I don't know if she knows how to. You know?
Yeah. So do we want to wake her up and ask her and interrogate her? Or... But I feel like if we do, she's either going to fight back or not care.
No, we should let Vivian do it, because I think she likes Vivian.
Yeah. Okay.
She's gonna like me after this.
Well, I mean, she'll hate you less than me. I really stabbed her a bunch of times.
I actually
I
didn't attack
punched her.
her.
That's
True,
true.
but you also stole her crown, so
She
And
doesn't
her
know
court
that.
jester. But
I don't know. I think she likes you the best.
yeah, okay.
I will be prepared to stab her in the throat with my spear if we determine that she is not helpful to us alive.
I think Shellac just kind of looks over at Chaz at the frankness of his suggestion.
I'm a little better at stabbing than you are, but if you want to do it, that's fine.
Me on one side, you on the other, and Vivian. We shall be the sticks to Vivian's carrot.
I'll hold on to her.
I don't.
Okay. Are we going to the air node first, and then, like, are we going to the air node first and bring her, or are we going to like interrogate her like here?
I think we're gonna do it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
'cause
So we're
otherwise
not
we have to
dragging
figure
her
out how
all
around.
do we want to know? Yeah, what all do we want to like know or ask?
Well, the air node.
Where
Yeah, air
where
node.
exactly it is. I mean, I think I have a general idea, but where exactly it is, if there's anything we're gonna have to do to actually like get to it,
Mm-hmm.
how it's connected to what's going on in the tower, and how we can shut it off.
Yeah, I think that's kind of our big,
I can't think of anything
important
else.
thing to do. I think anything else is just kind of extra.
So I suppose the question is, once we get those answers, do we simply kill her to keep her from becoming a pain later on? We use the threat of killing her if she does not cooperate,
Mm-hmm.
but once she has fulfilled her purpose,
Can we turn her over to like,
The law.
aw, yeah.
we would have to figure out how to do that. If we may have to carry her around the whole time until we can do that.
I mean, she can walk.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to kill her. Like, it just seems kind of unnecessary, but
Yes, we can tie her on a leash to me. I am heavy enough; she should not be able to fly away.
and
Did-
then we take
Did
her
we
to
ever
the
figure out
law.
exactly what this map is of? Should I ask about that?
I
too?
don't think we looked at it actually.
That's probably also something that Jazz would have done during the rest. I just forgot it because there were so many other things.
Jazz, I think this is a map, but I don't really read. I mean, I can.
You may a history check.
Yeah, I'm good at those. 23.
23. Yeah, so the floor, the architecture, looking it over, you can definitely tell this is some sort of map of a dwarven city. I'm looking for, I think you guys have been clued into this before a bit, but there once was, notable historians are familiar with this, as a stronghold called Tyar Basil, Tyar-Besil, that the dwarves of Besselmer once resided in this area. A long time ago. This is probably a map of this section of that city that you are currently in.
I believe this is a map of where we currently are, which I do think was a dwarven stronghold of the name Sean said a long time ago.
Is there anything of important on this map that we can like maybe see if it leads us to like maybe the air node or something?
Windharrow's still in the room. I would say you'll find that much of the city has been long ruined. That map probably isn't very accurate once you've explored around a bit. The stairs, well, if you can call them that I'm going to show you to, it would be a more recent construction.
Oh, okay, cool.
Jazz is just gonna, get up on top of the dais to make sure they have a view of the whole thing and just, keen mind photographic memory it.
Okay. Yeah, you memorize as much of it as you can. So are you guys going to wake her up to interrogate, or what's the plan?
First, I'm going to turn towards Windharrow and I'm going to ask, so Windharrow, how was she as a queen? Was she nice? Did you like her?
You can see he's very conflicted with how to answer this question. He says, I'm sure she will not be as benevolent as you. My late... this is growing very tiring. No, she was petulant and spoiled. And killed anyone who didn't give her way. So, no.
Okay, good to know. Well, you aren't serving her
But don't tell her
anymore.
I said that, please.
It's okay, you aren't serving her anymore.
Right.
Okay, I guess we can wake her up and, like, just because I'm paranoid. So I know she's currently binded right now, and then, was it Shelly and Thea on, like, both sides? Ready to stab?
Me and Jazz.
Jazz, okay.
And I'm holding her.
Okay, cool. To make sure she
Okay.
can't do, like, somatic components.
All right, so 2 blades to her and
3.
a turtle holding her. Sorry,
I have
3
blade in
blades
each
to
hand.
her and a turtle holding her. You come walking up to her and I don't know, smelling salts, slap her in the face, splash some water on her, something to.
I just
to
stand
wake
there
her up.
poking her in the face until she wakes up.
Okay.
Hey.
It's slow,
Hey.
but eventually it works.
Hey. Hey.
Stop.
Hey. No.
Stop.
Hey.
Stop.
Got her.
What? Why aren't you dead yet?
Well, we
She looks
beat
over and she
you.
sees Wind Harrow, kill them. Sort of stands there sheepishly, kind of looking back and forth. She says, Wind Harrow, do it now. He steps and kind of moves behind one of the pillars. Out of sight. You coward! All of you, I command you to let me go. Now.
Oh, well, if you say that, lifts up the spear and then puts it back at her
Work
throat.
for you.
This isn't treatment befitting somebody of my station. So, like, let me go.
What station? I'm gonna, like, kind of point at the crown on my head.
That's mine.
Not anymore.
Give that back. Please.
No,
Like, it took me a long time to find that. I'd really, like...
It's really pretty, though. I think it looks nice on my head.
Oh, you just found it? You didn't earn it? We earned it. Or Vivian earned it.
I mean, I had to look, like, a lot of places to find that.
Here. I have something else. And I'm gonna pull out the jester hat, and I'm gonna put it on her head.
No, do not put that on my head. Do not put that on. And you put it on her head. And she goes, she's just like, it sags down a little bit. She says, I'm going to kill all of you.
Yeah, good luck
Where's-
with that. We took your crown, we took your
Where's
spear.
my spear? Where's my spear?
It's literally Niona has it on her back, but it's like 2 heads taller than her, and she's just like like it's back there. She's just like chilling with it.
You give that to me. That's not yours.
You don't
It
get to
was
tell
mine
people what to
now.
do anymore. You summoned aliens to our planet to try to kill all of us, so you're gonna answer Vivian's questions now. And then maybe
Yeah.
we'll let you live.
Yeah.
Not going to answer anything.
That's what you think.
Would you rather die?
That's what Thurl thought, too.
Go to make an intimidation check with advantage.
With advantage. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's going to be a 24. Wait, 23.
Make a bullying check.
With the blades at her throat and how badly off she still is at this point. And she's fine. What do you want to know?
Wonderful. I'm so glad you came around. So we just have a few questions specifically about the air node that is kind of in your possession. You know the location of it, right? Can you tell us where that is?
Yes, I can.
Well,
There are tunnels beneath the city leading to the Fane of the Eye, and through there you'll find the air node. It's kind of a long way. Like I don't really have a map.
okay. Is it a pretty straightforward path once we get to the tunnels?
No, not really.
So like a maze?
Ish. They're like, well, there used to be a city, like, okay, so underneath the town, okay, so you have the Worm Stair, which leads down to the Fane of the Eye, which is like kind of like a shared, like a collective space for like us and some of the other groups that are like doing their thing around here. Even like the Earth people, but we kind of stay away from them. But we come up with like an arrangement. We're not there at the same time because like that would just be kind of rude. So you have the Fane of the Eye, and then through there's another tunnel leading down to the Howling Caverns, or the Howling Caves, which used to be like this like deep gnomish city until I kind of destroyed it so that I could bring the air node forward. So it's kind of down there. Right?
I don't know. You know this. Like I'm just like holding her, like kind of losing my mind.
Windharrow, do you know the way to the tunnels? You said you knew part of the way to the air node, correct?
When Harrow kind of pokes his head around and says, I know the way down the Worm Stair, and then there's the tunnel that leads deeper, which I know where to go from there, but I don't know. I've never been to the Howling Caves. It's not my place.
Great
Okay.
news! Your new
Windharrow.
queen's gonna take you.
Is Windharrow your real name, or did your previous queen name you that? Should I call you something else?
He says, you can call me whatever you want. Windhair was not my original name.
What was your original name?
Harold.
Harold.
Which is actually his
Windharrold.
name in the book. It's actually his name in the book. I did not just name this boy Harold.
Hi, Harold.
Wizard of the Coast did one normal name in their book, and it's this
That
Someone
was
dude.
just
rules.
names a boy Harold.
I love it. Hi, I'm Harold.
Okay, great. Thank you, Harold.
He says, she kind of renamed me after I tried to rob her, but yeah, okay. And yeah, so he or Erisy says, so like I've told you everything you need to know, right? I can
Oh,
go
of
now?
course not. A few more things. Don't want to take up too much of your time. Okay, so how do we use the air node? How
Well-
have you used it before?
Well, you see, so I was summoned here in a dream because the Lord Yansibin beckoned me as his chosen champion here. And they made me queen, and there's the rift down the node down there, and that's where I found Windvane. And I have been given pieces of a ritual that we've been starting and working on for a little while now. And we are in the process. We've had to make the necessary sacrifices. But I know the process, or part of it now, to summon Yancy Ben into our world. That's what he wants, at least. And I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna leave
No, you're not.
on the spaceship. Yes, we
No,
are.
no, you're not.
I have terrible news for you. Well, you know how you said you were summoned here in a dream? Well, last night I actually had a dream where Yan Zibin reached out to me and he told me to overthrow you. He was not satisfied with the work that you've been doing so far.
Make a deception check.
Ooh, okay. That's gonna be a 25.
But I was the chosen one. That's
And
not.
you decided to leave your planet.
That's not fair. He didn't tell me I couldn't. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I go through all...
Anyways, I'm replacing you. So as next in line, you have to tell me all about this ritual and everything else you know about the air node and stuff.
I mean, most of it's just channeling energy through the staff, and I don't know. I mean, if you're their champion now, why don't they just tell you?
Okay, channeling energy through the staff. We can work with that. We also noticed that, your air node is connected to the spire, the tower. How is that possible? Is that through the big computer thing that Dr. Jim was working on, or?
Yeah, that was Dr. Jim. I don't really know much about that.
How long has Dr. Jim been with you?
Like, for a pretty good amount of time now, like a long time, like at least a few weeks.
How long have you been queen for?
Like a long time, like a couple of months.
Shellac makes a very he's trying real hard not to guffaw.
Okay, great. Last thing, probably, and then we'll take other questions and comments. How do we close the portal, the air node? How do we close it?
Why would you close it?
Oh, it's just for safety measures. Just to kind of know how to do it. I'm not saying that we'll do it right now, but it's just good to know.
I'm sorry,
Nobody's...
your queen asked you a question.
I don't know how to close it. Nobody's told me how to do that.
So, Yansivin didn't trust you enough to tell you, huh? Well, I think that's all I had to ask. Did anyone else have any questions for her? Harold, do you have anything you want to say to her?
It's okay, Harold. You can be honest.
Yeah, you can speak up. Now's your time to do it. She can't do anything.
Harold just pokes around and says, "No, I'm good."
Are you sure?
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Really, I don't need to say anything else to her.
Don't. And I think Shellac lets this go because this is part of who his character is. He's gonna say, "Don't you want to let her know how much of a petulant child she is? Because you're able to tell us that."
You said what about me? And he said, "Why?"
I mean, in his defense, I said it too, so.
I am going to kill you, you bastard!
No,
Okay.
he's our friend
Jazz
now.
is gonna jab the spear a little bit more, just like be nice.
Harold's your queen's friend.
What else do you want from me? Clearly, you have everything you need. If you're the new chosen of Jan Seabit.
I mean, mostly for you to be nice, but I'll defer to the queen.
Fine.
What do you want to do with her?
I mean, we can kill her.
Your Highness.
More like your die-ness.
Such matters are far beneath me. I'll leave it up to your hands, everyone. That includes you, Harold. You have a stay.
I'm good.
Really think you
I just
should have a
can't-
say. One.
I really don't have a preference here. I just kind of want to go home.
Oh, did you hear that? He doesn't care what happens to you. It's not fun being on the other side of the bullying, is it?
I have nothing else to say.
Good. My favorite bit is when you're quiet. So what are we gonna do?
Well, if she has nothing else to say, then she won't mind us stuffing these rags in her mouth to make sure she doesn't cast any spells.
And I think I will, I guess karate chop her in the back of the neck and knock her out.
Nope. We don't need
Okay.
the rags.
You knock her out.
We're not.
She had like
okay.
one. She was barely conscious.
We're not gonna kill her, right? Though.
Nah, let's turn her over to the law.
Yeah,
I'm
that
tired of
seems
dealing
good.
with her.
That seems good.
Though we've now come back to the question of continue forward or leave and rest up, because I do not know how much of a time limit we have before the rest of the alien fleet
Aliens.
arrives.
I mean, it's probably. It's like all of space is probably like a little far away.
I believe they said a week before the terraforming arrives, but who knows what other ships units they will bring in the meantime.
Yeah.
We also don't know if there's gonna be anything else down there, and boy howdy, some of you guys look like crap. So maybe just like quick trip back,
Yeah, that
drop her
might
off,
be a good
take
idea.
a nap, come back immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe see if the law can lend us any knowledge or
Yeah.
assistance.
We could get Liko.
We
I
need to
miss
figure out
him.
what to do about that Medusa.
Oh, that. Oof. That too.
All right.
There are just so many of them. Okay. Quick trip. There and back.
All right. You, somebody carrying her unconscious body. You
Probably
tie
Shelley.
it to
Yeah, I can
shellax
do it.
shell.
Or I can just like carry her.
Yeah. She's not very big. You you begin to carry her out, leaving. I mean, you've pretty much murdered everyone in your way. And with Windharrow's assistance, you avoid the wyvern guards that patrol the cavern, sort of leading you back out. Gather somebody's going to notice she's gone at some point, but for right now, you're good. You lead her back. You lead back out to the stairs that lead up to back to the Sighing Valley. The couple of miles that you have to head up that way, and it is a long trek up those stairs. You have to probably stop a couple of times just to take a break. So
Pep talking everybody up the stairs. Let's go.
again, not a very accessible place. You finally reach the top after a few more hours of walking, and you emerge into the this canyon here, this crevasse, and then back out into the valley where you left your car. And I think Fang is there, right? I think Fang stayed with the
I think
car.
we left him with the car.
I think so. I don't really remember
His
all
favorite
that.
music and AC running.
If not, I can
Amazing.
drive. Oh,
What it
that's
was,
right.
yeah.
If not, I can
Yeah.
drive. But
And you come back out and you can see a couple of things. As you load up in the car, you throw her in the back, you kick the engine on, and you begin to peel out, coming around this ridge. And to your right, which would be to the north, you can see the canyon walls extend over to where you see that green light still piercing into the sky and the rift there with the hovering ship. And you watch as another light begins to emerge, and you see the rift itself kind of crack and begin to expand, as if and a larger ship begins to puncture out from the rift. This this sort of rectangular mass, this is immense sized construct, unlike anything you've ever seen before, begins to push out of the rift, dwarfing the small scout vessel that you saw by comparison. As this happens as well, Fang begins to turn. I think the plan is still to head back to the law at this point. You're also seeing like some things begin to detach and fall down from the ship towards the ground as well. You're seeing some impacts out in the distance as some things are hitting the earth, and you're gathering. It may not be the terraforming, but at least more have arrived at this point. As you begin heading back south towards the law, you eventually get out of sight of that. You can still see the ship kind of over the hills in the distance, but it's much further away. You're putting some distance between it and yourself. The headlights are on as darkness has fallen, and as you're driving, you pass somebody in the darkness, somebody on foot that is walking through the valley, and Fang kind of looks over and they just like keep walking, just like a single person. And then you see a couple of other people walking, and Fang kind of looks, and then suddenly there's somebody right in front of the car, and as Fang tries to hit the brakes and you hit them, and they kind of splat against the the front of the vehicle, and you see a zombie that is kind of grabbing at it and tries to like move towards the car, and Fang veers to the side and throws the zombie off of the hood. And as he looks around and starts to say something, he hits the brakes and the whole vehicle skids to a halt as you see up ahead a massive horde of zombies walking their way across the valley, feeding down from the hills and the towns above, kind of beginning to scatter out across the wastes here. And as they are drawn towards the sound of your car, this is where we are going to go ahead and end our session for tonight, because I think anything else is going to get us into too much. You guys got through that dungeon very efficiently and have leveled up also. I want to do that before we get into any more fights. So good game, guys. You guys can go ahead and start doing your level up stuff, and we'll talk for a second. Like I said, I'm not in a huge rush to end the session because we're going bi-weekly now. I don't know if anyone gets anything fun at level 6.
I get Searing Strike for my monk.
I now get expertise with all my various tool proficiencies, which is so many. I also get some new infusions, which I can also replace the bag of holding one.
Nice.
I can now have 3 active at once, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
2 more expertise.
Also good.
As if I didn't have enough already.
What else we got? 6th level druid. I don't know what druids get at 6th level.
I'm looking, so I'm not sure either. I get a new circle feature, so I just have to
Cool.
Yeah.
And is anyone multiclassing? I feel like somebody was multiclassing
I'm thinking about it after this level.
after this level.
I'm
Okay.
thinking
Yeah.
about it too, just because I like
Yeah.
the deep magic spells.
Yeah, they're cool.
I need to do some serious research into like monk multi-classing because like everything I've read is like, yeah, don't do it. And I'm like, why not?
I didn't think my Circle of Spores druid would be fighting zombies with zombies, but that's basically what I can do. If I kill one of these corpses, I can reanimate this corpse and put it back into battle. But for me,
Just start turning them to your side. That's actually really cool. Yeah, you guys have cleared that. I'm trying to see. So the way that I've mapped out this game is to go up to level 15, I think. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Essentially 8 or 9 more checkpoints that we'll get through. So yeah, 14 or 15. Which are gonna probably start happening pretty quickly as you guys get into higher levels, and we'll sort of probably have a cascading effect. But definitely going to be some more challenging things in store as the mind flayers have arrived. To deal with those, and then the zombies are here now that the virus has spread enough. So, anyone have any questions?
Are the mind flayers in the module by Raw?
No, there's not a single mind flayer in this module. There are zombies in this module, but they were pretty much all at Lance Rock at the beginning of this game, and I decided I wanted more. So get a lot more zombies, a lot more mind flayers, and then there's at least 2 other big surprises out there that we haven't even gotten to yet.
robots.
Robots.
Already
and-
have robot.
yeah.
Robots and Godzillas.
But yeah, this game kind of has you have very much dealt with 2 of the cults at this point. I mean, with the Howling Hatred, which you haven't given the name yet, but you guys have done with them enough. I'm just going to go ahead and drop it. Somebody would have told it to you. You've pretty much incapacitated the Howling Hatred by capturing their leader. You just have to deal with the node, and then I mean, you've gotten pretty far with the Black Earth at this point, but the more you start dealing with the cults, again, the other ones are going to start catching on, and you're going to have more stuff to deal with as this happens. So,
Where are we at hit points wise? I'm
that's
curious.
a good question.
51 now.
Because I have a shit ton.
I suppose I should
46.
do the level up thing.
I'm at 35 now.
I had to do mine manually because the character mancer won't add in like things that are from items. It still uses your base score.
Mm-hmm.
I have 57 hit points.
Alright, I can't do this because we don't have the Eberron book. Oh well.
I have 57.
I think that's one of the only ones I.
How do you have more than me?
Because the amulet of health makes my constitution
That's
a
right.
19.
Oh wow, that's right. Yeah, I only have 17 in con.
Yeah, it was a 13 before.
I am
Well, you
very
guys both have D8s.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah,
hit
we have the
dice
same
go.
hit die, so.
I'm very excited because as a monk now, I have key powered empowered strikes, where my unarmed strikes count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistances.
That's great.
Yeah,
that
that would
would
definitely help.
So good.
That fight with the invisible stalker, that ended up being a lot more threatening than I had thought about with
Yeah.
it being invisible. Because that's just sort of thrown into the room like a side note,
Mhm.
and I'm like, this is the most powerful thing in this room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Till
even
Jimmy
I,
gets there.
yeah, I was even like, I don't have anything to counter invisibility.
Yeah.
Or I was like,
That
I
was-
don't think
That fight was pretty much as it was written in the book, except there were also supposed to be 10 initiates in there as well, who I decided to just take out because they all had 9 hit points and were going to be poisoned. So
That's
yeah,
fair.
I was
we're
like,
just put into
I
a
don't want to deal with.
whirlpool.
It's like I don't want to deal with that many people, so I'm just gonna make Wind Harrow there, which he was gonna be. He could have been there anyway, and yeah. Ugh. Otherwise, that was by the book. So good job disarming the genie, because that was about to get real rough.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how he's so big and he came after the littlest thing. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, whoever it attacks is gonna go down. So I just rolled a die. I was like, all right. It was just the first, which he
Yep.
didn't want to follow her orders to begin with. So I think attacking the littlest thing was kind of like, she commanded me to attack them. I want to attack whatever is not threatening her the most right now. Which unfortunately I think was Nyona in that moment. But yeah. So anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be back in 2 weeks, which will be the 26th, to continue and see where this all goes. Hopefully we'll have everyone. Oh no, I know Julie won't be there that session potentially. But hopefully we'll have Barry back. So anyway, we'll see how many people we get. But yeah, come join us for that. In the meantime, tomorrow we have Slang 101, which is Monster of the Week. Savannah runs that. And we're currently, oh god, why does it feel like it's been a month since we've played that game? I don't remember what we're doing.
It's been a week.
Being attacked by trees. Yep. Being kidnapped by trees. That's what it
Victoria
was.
got kidnapped.
Yeah. So being kidnapped by trees, and yeah, so 4:00 Eastern time tomorrow for that. Otherwise, our schedule is pretty much as normal during the week. I'll plug one more time on Tuesday, in lieu of Eos, or the spot that Eos would normally be. We are going to be having a one-shot. I'm gonna be running that. We're gonna be playing Overarms, which is a new game on Kickstarter. It's a lot of anime bullshit, so come watch it. I'm super excited for the system. I backed it a while ago, and I'm very happy to see how it plays. So yeah. Anyone else want to promote anything?
I'll plug my stuff that's not on this channel. On Monday, when this channel is dark, I will be at 8 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/koboldpress, playing in Lessons in Deep Magic, where I play a cleric who just loves the moon so much. But we're sort of showcasing their new D&D 5e Deep Magic's Grimoire. Tons of spells, tons of subclasses. Check it out. It's on DriveThruRPG. It's also on the Roll20 Marketplace, so you can get it there. It's great. And then on Friday afternoons for the next 2 weeks at 3 p.m. Eastern time, I'm on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay, running an Apocalypse World game called Diesel Punks. It's Diesel Punk. We got 2 episodes left, and it's real rowdy, and there's zombies and like sirens from Borderlands, and just a lot of Mad Max cars. So if you like that kind of thing, come hang out with us. That's me.
All right. Anyone else? Okay. So that is going to be it. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. We will see everyone in 2 weeks. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.